Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rundown, episode 5. I'm joined today by the illustrious Mr. No. Brian. He actually got his freestyle ready, so that's going to be at the end of the episode, so keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to have to bully him on my Instagram story, like fucking Cersei walking through King's Landing. So I wanted to share with you this little video that I saw. This is, I think, an interesting place to. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. This is gonna make you lose your shit. So for those listening in the podcast and can't actually see, says the woman who made cinnamon rolls out of her yeast infection caught a yeast infection in the mouth, oral thrush, and gave it to her husband. That was the thing that happened this week.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this nonstop, and I think it needs to be burned with a fire.
Yeah,
it all needs to be burned.
Yeah,
why the fuck are you doing that shit on Valentine's Day? That's gross.
I don't know. That just sounds to me like upper middle class, hippie white people shit.
I got an idea. If you want to do something adjacent to that, fucking glow a willy. Do that. Don't make yeast from your own yeast and then make cinnamon buns. Nah.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to save this video for next week's intro because we are a little pressed for time this episode, unfortunately, but that's okay. Something to make you piss yourself laughing. But regardless, a lot of things have happened this week. Kind of all over the place. Let's actually start with yours. Like, what did you want to talk about? What's something that happened this week that you wanted to talk about? I can go next. I'm debating whether or not we bring up the Quadracoon lady, or the fucking or the whole discourse of the chick at the Omalay concert.
Really quick, I got it. One sec, because you're really gonna like this. Check out the link I'm about to send you.
All right, bet.
Now, did you hear anything video game wise recently? Anything important?
Not off the top of my head. There's just been a lot of dick sucking of Helldivers 2, which I really want to play it, but I can't.
I mean, the game looks fucking nice. I'm definitely gonna give it some time because even the dev was like, "Hey, our server space does not have this."
I heard about this.
Yeah.
It's the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Like, this is what motherfuckers have been waiting for forever. Let's
Your
watch
simulation days are over, Trooper. This is a real battle.
Droid, move out.
No retreats.
Form up.
It looks better.
No excuses. Now get
I mean, granted, like, there's only so much you can do with these models.
out there.
Fight your way across the Star Wars galaxy in the classic Battlefront games with massive 64-player online battles and split-screen local gameplay. Fight with heroes.
Never tell me the odds.
And battle with villains.
Bring me more Jedi.
Get ready for the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Launching March 14th.
Oh wow, that's right around the corner. So be honest, how many gallons of cum came out of your dick at the moment you saw this trailer?
Yo. Battlefront is my shit. The OG Battlefront.
I know. You played the dog shit Battlefront for hours from what I remember, even though that game was like the remake was whack and shit.
Well, thankfully I played it when they already made everything like pretty much free. Like they didn't do the microtransactions anymore in the second one, so it was okay. I mean, it don't hold a candle compared to these fucking games.
Yeah.
And they're adding like slight features, nothing crazy, just, heroes and villains on any map. They added Ventress and Kit Fisto. So like it's like small little quality of life things, improvements. I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited. I fucking love these games. These games are amazing.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on them. I'm not a big PvP shooter kind of guy. I'm a PvE shooter. I like my Borderlands, I like my Doom. You know, that's my jam.
For the majority of this game, like back in the OG Xbox days, because that's what I played it on, and PS2. For the most part, it was just offline. You just played offline. So like Galactic Conquest, greatest fucking mode ever. You just pick the maps you want. You go in and you play every map that you chose in order of the way you chose it. Like there's just so many quality of life things that are nice in it from all the way back then. That's why I'm like, today, why the fuck are games messing up on very simple shit?
Because they're prioritizing monetization over the fun.
Well, like, I just want to know your opinion on Infinite Wealth, Yakuza, like, putting the New Game Plus behind a paywall, pretty much.
They put a New Game Plus behind a paywall? Could
Oh,
you imagine if FromSoft did that shit?
Nope.
Speaking of, just a complete tangent. Today, Meadow told me about something called Crowd Control, which is a plugin / application you can use to automatically mod your games and have people on like your live stream pay money or points or whatever to basically fuck with you. And and I did that in Elden Ring stream for 3 hours today. It was quite good. I was very happy with it.
Are you excited for the DLC of Elden Ring?
Dog, I was geeking so hard about Shadow of the Erdtree, I didn't fucking know there was a Nintendo Direct the same day.
Yeah, there was. Also, Epic Mickey is being remastered and re-released on the PS5.
Who cares?
I know, I enjoy that game though.
I'm sorry. You want? If I wanted to play Happy Dark Souls, I just go play Cuphead.
Nah, that's not Happy Cups. Dark Souls. That's the fucking painting game that came out only for the Wii.
I thought it was like a Dark Souls-y type of game.
Nah, it's Mickey and Oswald, and they like go around and paint shit. So that was the whole gimmick. You know what I wish would come to fucking PS5, fucking Super Mario Galaxy, but put that under things that never fucking happened.
Don't you own a Switch?
Yeah, but have they not? They haven't re-released fucking Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, no, that's the kind of the big thing about Nintendo. It is morally okay to pirate their shit. If not, it's not legally okay, and you are committing a crime. But like, if you do end up doing it, you shouldn't feel any type of like remorse or bad feelings about it, even if you're committing that crime. So, I'm not saying you should, but I am saying that if you are a criminal and you do end up doing it, there is no more consequence of doing so. It is not a bad thing. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's not like morally okay to do.
Last little thing I want to say, saw the Demon Slayer movie yesterday. It was just the first episode of the new season. Fucking great. I mean, the last season, I will say, the Swordsmith Village arc, not really that much action. I get it, what they were going for.
Yeah, there really wasn't that much of that in the manga either.
Yeah, this one, I mean, we're starting to get to the Infinity Castle arc and shit like that, so we're almost there, but
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Don't get attached to any of these motherfuckers.
Oh, I know who lives and dies. Yeah.
Yeah. But so like, what level of drama what do you want to look here? Oh boy, okay. I'm gonna play you a fucking video.
Okay.
And I'm
I have a black cat trying to get out of this room. 1 second. Here you go.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just hoping you don't drop another fucking bomb on me like the last episode where I found out fucking Kevin Hart was playing Roland in Borderlands.
Oh, you want to watch the Borderlands trailer?
No.
You don't want to hear Jack Black is Claptrap? It is just Jack Black. Like, don't get me wrong, they put the filter on his voice, but yeah.
Is he putting the same kind of effort he put into Bowser, or is he just like, I'm just catching a check?
I feel like this is more just his voice with a filter on it. Like,
I mean, but it's still Jack Black. So
yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the vibe of the trailer, as you could tell.
yeah, I just here. I'm gonna show you a video.
Okay. I saw this.
You saw this?
Someone who is 3/4 massa and 1/4 coon. Obama is a mulatto, that's the one-drop rule. Fades through the American conscience. And maybe my story is just a little too honest.
Y'all heard that, right? I don't need, like, I don't. I'm a feminist, right? What is it about TikTok trends in the last week and a half that have just been setting women's rights back time after time after time? Because this isn't the only one. I know
Is
you
it
saw
not?
this. Did you see this shit?
Let's see. No.
Oh, my brother in Christ. Omale pulled a babe from the crowd and she stole the show as he sings Bend You. They done the closed curtains. Ooh, wait for it. And she sticks her tongue down his throat like, oh.
Yeah.
Mr. That's her man. His sister said they were together for 7 years.
Just like the wife from True Detective, she's for the streets.
I just want to know what it is about the TikTok algorithm that is portraying women in like the worst fucking light in the last week and a half. What the actual fuck?
I don't know. I think it's just an exaggerated thing, and it just gets sent to our fucking algorithms. Because I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. If you would have brought Metal on, or if I go grab Noelia and ask her if she's seen the first video, probably, because it's like viral now.
That was viral, yeah.
Second video or any of the other like same vibe videos, won't have bet they're gonna say we haven't seen anything like this. So I think they're just targeting people to be like, hey, let's create a little bit of this divide, woo, as if race isn't an already fucking divisive thing.
Yeah, obviously, and honestly, like I saw a guy basically say like this, here's the thing, right? I support women's wrongs and women's rights. I just also know that like the worst fucking men on the planet are going to have like the worst fucking discord for the next 3 weeks over this shit.
Without a doubt. I mean, that's applicable all over though, because there's always people just lying in wait to see the worst example of a demographic.
Yeah, that's true. Think they're gonna update Helldivers to add Xbox support?
I don't know, man, but this is the first time I've seen fucking the console wars actually try to include each other instead of going after each other.
Because everyone's like, yo, justice for Mavelot Creek!
We need our Halo fucking compatriots. We need them.
Nah, big facts. Nah, because it's
because
like...
every other... Just real quick, every other time, if we were talking about Gears of War, and we were talking about the prospect of PlayStation players going over to Gears of War, or going over to Halo prior to Infinite, because I know it's free to play. Fucking, just imagine. People would be... I mean, look, 2 weeks ago, when it was coming out that Starfield could possibly be coming to fucking PS5, people were like, why the fuck did I get an Xbox? Then everybody said it was exclusives only. And that kind of makes me feel like Elder Scrolls 6 probably going to be on all consoles.
Well,
Definitely.
well, here's the thing, right? It's because like Xbox and PlayStation don't make their money off the PlayStation. They make their money off of the fucking games that off of being platform holders and having stores people buy games through.
And I'm so happy about one thing.
What's up?
Microsoft is only at like an 8% profit margin, thankfully. Which means that Game Pass, as cool as the idea is, probably isn't the most profitable fucking thing ever. So
no,
it's
a monopolistic goal of it. They want to sort of like corner the market with it.
And they're not, because other places also offer this type of streaming-esque service for games.
Here's my thing. If I want to play a game and I want a game badly enough, I'm going to buy it on Steam.
Yeah, that's the thing. Or
like,
I'm going to...
Like, nothing... Like, when I buy a game on Steam, even though it's still a digital good, I feel like I own it because Valve, has done a good job of being a steward of PC gaming.
So real quick.
What's up?
If, let's say you were the head of Xbox, right?
Right.
And you are aware of the fact that most people have in the digital age of 2014 to 2019, PS4, Xbox One, PC, right?
Right.
You're aware as a head over at Microsoft that most people started their digital collection on PlayStation or PC. PC first, then PlayStation, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in this generation of consoles to attract people to come over to your console outside of exclusivity? I really don't know.
Well, so what you do is you make it cheaper to move to Xbox, and you make it easier to have your games cross over between PC and Xbox, because that's what it is. Game Pass offers you a bunch of fucking games you can play on PC or Xbox, and then the save files of which are transferred between the two. I have Lies of P on my Xbox Game Pass, and I play it exclusively on Xbox Game Pass, and I can play it on my computer or on my Xbox in the bedroom, and so it allows me to be able to play games that I want to play, without if I want to play at my desk, I can play at my desk. If I want to play on the couch, I can play on the couch, and there's and it's just a seamless experience. And so what you can't do that with PlayStation. PlayStations are more expensive. They don't transfer your progress. They're notoriously awful to have cross save and cross-play compatibility with. Meanwhile, many games, multiplayer games especially, do have cross-play between their Steam variants and Xbox. And if you're playing on PC anyways, you're still in the Xbox pool regardless. So it doesn't matter. That's how you get them over. The Xbox One S costs the same price as a Nintendo Switch. Shit, right? Like, the Nintendo Switch is the cheapest console on the market. The Xbox
I
One
thought
S
it was $100. I thought it was $100 more.
No, the Xbox One S
is $250 now.
Is last I checked was $300.
Isn't this?
And the Nintendo Switch is $300 as well.
Still, that shit is still $300.
The Nintendo products hold their value. They do not stop holding their value. Even in aftermarket sales, they still hold their value remarkably. Like you can get a used Nintendo Switch for $250, but if you want a new Nintendo Switch or a new Xbox, both them bitches are going to be $300.
That console is not worth $250, let alone $300.
What, the Nintendo Switch?
The Switch. I'm just saying, like, quality compared to what.
No, I will say this
for what you're getting.
No. Here's the thing: the Nintendo Switch at $300 is a great price. The reason why that's a perfectly fine price for a solid console with a great family of games, and great portability. I think it's perfectly finely priced at $300. No more than that, though. But the fact that Xbox priced their One S at $300 means that they're taking a huge cut of profits to be able to get it in front of more people. Which, if you pair that with like the obvious guaranteed Game Pass subscription, everybody's going to get, because why the fuck wouldn't you get a Game Pass subscription with an Xbox? Means that after a few months, they're able to make up the difference of loss on that Xbox that is purchased.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I'm just saying something that released back in 2017 should not be the same price that it released at. That's what I'm saying.
But you have to remember that like the market doesn't treat Nintendo as a competitor to Xbox and Sony.
There we go. That's exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying. If they did, 300 would have been blown out of the water today. That's what I'm saying.
I will say though, the types of games you can get on the Switch, in the pool of games are usually wholly different from anything available on any other platform. So to me,
fucking Battlefront's coming to the Switch.
The thing is that a lot of the Nintendo old guard have started dying off because they're of old age. So like they're becoming more open to like third party shit and things of that nature.
And they should, because I'll be honest, not the Switch currently that we have, but maybe the Switch 2 can actually handle AAA releases.
Honestly, my thing is that I don't necessarily want the Switch to handle AAA releases. Like, if I want like a strong, powerful console to play games and shit on, I have a PC or an Xbox.
I disagree with you, and let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Just for the people who are in the console space who can't reliably get more than one thing, I think you should have access to as many games as possible on any singular device. That's why PC is obviously best at accessing things, but regardless of what it is, at least for AAA releases. I'm not talking about indie fucking titles that maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, but it's definitely going to be on Steam. I'm saying you should be able to get the Mortal Kombat game, Street Fighter game, Tekken game, Call of Duty, whatever the fuck. Spend $60, $70 and it not be a broken, buggy, fucky mess in terms of game mechanics.
Well, I will say
and I know that's not the Switch's fault. I know.
But also, like, you have to remember, though, like, most Nintendo products aren't buggy, broken things at release. Like...
Yeah, but those are Nintendo Direct releases.
Well, that's the whole reason to get a Switch. I don't get a Switch to play third parties. I get a Switch to play first-party Nintendo games that I care about. Like, I got the Nintendo Switch to play fucking Pokemon.
It is fair though to say that, especially now, it becomes increasingly rarer to have even two different gaming devices. You and me are in the fucking what's it called?
Top percent.
Exactly. Most people have one, maybe two. Especially with the shit now.
But here's the thing: of people who have two, they will have insert gaming medium here and a Switch. They will have both. People will buy a PlayStation and a Switch, an Xbox and a Switch, have a PC and a Switch. The types of people that only get a Switch are people that only like playing Nintendo games, or children. Or people who just really cannot afford, more than one console at every 5 years, which is like, yeah. There's I understand that Americans are.
If Nintendo can release a technically advanced game on the Switch, then explain to me what the detriment is if gaming developers focused on a separate Switch port that was at the same quality of a Nintendo game.
Japanese, weird Japanese culture around ownership and preservation of company identity and brand.
This all should fuck them in the ass. I'm just saying, like, every time that I find out more about Nintendo's business practices, I'm always like, how are they still in business?
They make games that are emotionally rewarding across multiple generations of people.
But and then on their consoles, everybody else just gets fucked. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because imagine if you got, because yes,
it's like Steve Jobs' walled garden.
Literally, because today I get it. Everybody has, whether it be a Switch and a PC or a PS4, PS5, Xbox, whatever, right? What about the days when it was PlayStation 1, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PS3? You had the Wii. What are you talking to me about? Don't get me wrong, there were great exclusive games on the shit, but outside of exclusive games, I don't know how that's 3 generations ago.
When I say generations, I mean generations of people.
And when I say generations, I'm talking about gaming generation.
Right, fair enough. Right. You also have to remember that the Wii was the best-selling console.
Which is insanity. No, it's PlayStation 2, then Wii. You're almost right. But it was a great selling console because of the gimmick.
It beat out Sony and Xbox by a country fucking mile.
Without a doubt, because of the gimmick. And then we tried to do it again with the Wii U, a new gimmick. Instead of fitness, you're just going to sit down with a tablet in your hands. And people really didn't like that one because they didn't market it well.
They didn't market it well, and the dual screen thing worked better with the DS because the screens were right next to each other. It was less awkward.
Don't get me wrong, gave the pathway for the Switch. If they didn't have the Wii U, they would have never had the Switch. But
which to be fair, I think the Switch is probably one of the best consoles I've ever owned and played on, just by virtue of like what it is. But because it really does go to show that like graphics don't matter so long as you make a good fucking game.
Well, also, it shows that people want to stream or people want to be able to play their games at any point. That's why Nintendo was so successful. Part of the reason why Nintendo was so successful is fucking handheld gaming. They've always been the front runner for that fucking demographic.
And so now they can charge for a full-priced console for a handheld device.
And that's why it's a good business idea. But then to turn around and be like...
Because then they're not losing money. Then they're not losing money on having to support 2 separate consoles and 2 separate versions of games and all that shit.
But then they turn around and they destroy part of their marketplace with taking shit off a virtual console. And it's like, nigga, what are you doing?
That is, and we've talked about this before, that is less to do, I think, with like... I think that just has more to do with like Nintendo viewing their software as like toys that they are just like discontinuing. They don't view them as like things that deserve to like matter and be preserved as art. They don't view their games as art. They view their games as toys.
It's so funny.
They identify as a toy making company
because one of the biggest resale markets is fucking toys, discontinued toys.
But on that note, though, we are coming to a close, so let's get started with your freestyle, if you would be so kind.
Let's do it. I'm gonna send you the. Should I send you the link? How should we do this?
Just send me the link to the music, and I'll play it, and then you can just go ham when you want.
Cool. Sounds perfect. Send it to you over Instagram.
The alternative is you share your screen and do it in like on your end.
I trust you.
Fair enough.
If the rhythm fucks up somewhere, then I'll do it.
All right, 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just for those who are unaware, I told Brian that Brian told me he wanted to get back into rapping. I told him he's going to lead out our shit with a freestyle. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. This has been The Rundown. My name is Evan from HIMedia. I have a subathon this next Friday at time of recording on the 1st of March at 6 p.m. come through. We've got crowd control set up. I'm gonna play some Skyrim, some Elden Ring. You can spawn some shit in to fucking kill me. It'd be hilarious. And make sure to go follow no.2brian on at no.2_Brian on Instagram. Same thing for TikTok.
Been too long since I felt like this. A twin stick shooter, mental health, he don't manage it. Well, the damage is done, take your medicine, or these handlers will send you back to irrelevance. Playing my games with no bother. Go back, God damn. It's because my voice is in my ears. I can't do it. It's okay, I'll do it. I'm only saying I can't do it because it's the first time I tried. Let's go! Been too long since I felt like this. A twin stick shooter, mental health, he don't manage it. Well, the damage is done, take your medicine, or these handlers will send you back to irrelevance. Playing my games and don't bother a soul. Vacate for 2 days like I'm scared to go home. This jacket is straight and I'm late for a date. I've been looking all over for my fucking cologne. Oh no, hit a deer on the way over. Window shattered in my Range Rover. Overcame with rage when I came over. So I gave a quick meal to my lawnmower. Thank God, cause I see clearer. Y'all translucent like a mirror. I throw shade like a tree. I'm the MVP and you're no way nearer. I see the problem, you seek perfection. Shout out to my brother cause he's a blessing. Showed me that's an excuse to use for your own protection. Fuck your whole opinion, I give you me. Every time you listen, every line I'm spitting gives you some glimpses on what it means to be in Brian's business. I don't miss a beat or take a breath. I'll display my skills on any test. Then fuck it, I won't be satisfied till Kendrick or Cole's coming out my neck. And that's on God, I must confess. If I play my cards, they can't touch my deck. They don't wish me luck, but this ain't nothing yet. Feeling like this flow gets me out of debt. Boom. You're muted?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the rundown. I'll see you guys next time.
Deuce.